can you please give me your maximum attention for a few minutes? Because by the end of this video, you're going to learn a smart trick that most students miss, and it will completely change how you solve equations like this. We have a really interesting question here. B cubed minus b squared equals 18. At first glance, this might seem simple, but the key is to solve it completely and understand every step carefully. So we need to find the value of b. And if you already have an idea, pause the video and try it out yourself. Then come back and compare your solution, because this method will make everything clear. First, let's move 18 to the left-hand side, so the equation equals 0. This gives us b cubed minus b squared minus 18 equals 0. Now, many students might try to guess the solution directly by plugging in numbers, but that method is risky and incomplete. Instead, we are going to use a more systematic approach that guarantees we find all the roots. The trick here is to rewrite 18 as 27 minus 9. You might wonder why we chose 27 minus 9 and not some other combination. Well, the reason is simple. 27 is 3 cubed and 9 is 3 squared, which allows us to match the powers correctly, cubes with cubes and squares with squares. This is a pattern recognition strategy that makes factoring much easier, and it is a smart trick that most students overlook. So we rewrite the equation as b cubed minus b squared minus open bracket 27 minus 9 close bracket. Now, carefully open the bracket and remember the minus sign in front, which gives b cubed minus b squared minus 27 plus 9. Next, we rewrite 27 as 3 cubed and 9 as 3 squared. So the equation becomes b cubed minus b squared minus 3 cubed plus 3 squared. Now comes the important step, grouping. We group the cube terms together and the square terms together. Open bracket b cubed minus 3 cubed, close bracket minus open bracket, b squared minus 3 square, close bracket. This is where algebra formulas come into play. The difference of cubes formula says x cubed minus y cubed equals open bracket x minus y close bracket multiplied by open bracket x squared plus x times y plus y squared close bracket. The difference of squares formula says x squared minus y squared equals open bracket x minus y close bracket multiplied by open bracket x plus y close bracket. Applying these formulas carefully, b cubed minus 3 cubed becomes open bracket b minus 3 close bracket multiplied by open bracket b squared plus 3b plus 9 close bracket. And b squared minus 3 squared becomes open bracket b minus 3 close bracket multiplied by open bracket b plus 3 close bracket. Substituting these into the equation. If this is making sense so far, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel, because it helps more students discover these powerful tricks. Now, let's factor out the common term b minus 3 from both parts. This gives us open bracket b minus 3 close bracket multiplied by open bracket b squared plus 3b plus 9 minus open bracket b plus 3 close bracket. Simplify inside the second bracket, we combine like terms. b squared plus 3b plus 9 minus b minus 3 equals b squared plus 2b plus 6. So our equation now becomes open bracket b minus 3 close bracket multiplied by open bracket b squared plus 2b plus 6 close bracket equals 0. Now we split the equation into two simpler parts. b minus 3 equals 0, or b squared plus 2b plus 6 equals 0. First, the linear equation b minus 3 equals 0 gives b equals 3, which is our first root. Next, we solve the quadratic equation. b squared plus 2b plus 6 equals 0. We use the quadratic formula, which says b equals negative x plus or minus square root of x squared minus 4yz divided by 2y, where y equals 1, x equals 2, and z equals 6. Let's carefully compute the discriminant. X squared minus 4yz equals 4 minus 24, giving negative 20. Since the discriminant is negative, we know we have two complex roots. Let's continue slowly. b equals negative 2 plus or minus square root of negative 20 divided by 2. The square root of negative 20 can be written as square root of 20 times I, which simplifies as 2i square root of 5. Therefore, b equals negative 2 plus or minus 2i square root of 5 divided by 2. Simplifying further, we divide both the real and imaginary parts by 2, giving b equals negative 1 plus or minus I square root of 5. Now we have all three roots. b equals 3, b equals negative 1 plus I square root of 5, and b equals negative 1 minus I square root of 5. Here's an important insight. Since this is a cubic equation, it must have three roots in total. One is real, which we found as b equals 3, and the other two are complex, which we just calculated. This also shows why guessing a single number is not enough. To fully solve cubic equations, we need to consider both linear and quadratic components. Remember, always look for ways to factor and simplify using patterns like cubes and squares. That's the trick that most students miss. Finally, this method also allows you to check your work. If you plug b equals 3 back into the original equation, b cubed minus b squared equals 27 minus 9, which equals 18, confirming our solution. If this helped you, leave your thoughts in the comments below.